right, everybody, welcome back to the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. I'm Dr. Stephen Cabral, board-certified doctor of naturopathy, founder of the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. Excited because I've got brand new research to share with you. And believe it or not, it's not necessarily in the health-based field. So I spend my days with the 4 R's, I call it: the reading, the writing, the recording, and the researching. And not necessarily in that order, of course, right? And so what I love to do is be able to look at some anomalies that we find in the research. And I like to correlate those with natural health and looking at true underlying root cause behavior, right? Why is it that we ultimately get sick and we die, most of us, 20 to 25 years minimum before our time? If 75 years is the average life expectancy between 75 and 77, why are we not missing? We're missing out literally on up to 100 years old. Now, we know human lifespan's 120. We know that for sure. It could potentially be broken. I believe that. But certainly we can live to 100. Why is it that we're dying in our 70s? And so I love that. I explore that. I want to learn more about it. And I think we've really cracked a lot of that code with high performance health. But in terms of the IHP community and this podcast, I like to share with you, though, the career, the business behind being an integrative health practitioner or a health coach or a personal trainer or any one of these amazing fields. And I came across some research. I actually don't know. Sometimes I have no idea how I come across these particular stats. I oftentimes don't even go looking for them. They come up through, again, when you do so much reading and you do a lot of research, and I dedicate an hour a day to this because it's built into my schedule, you get a lot of links and you get a lot of like, oh, it came from this and it came from this. So this one is called, I just want to share it with you, the Global Wellness Institute. And it's recognized as the leading source for authoritative wellness industry research. Been around since 2007. Now, it's fascinating because when I look at it, they're not promoting anything. So they're not looking to monetize this in any way on this research. So I found that fascinating because when I look at that, I say, okay, well, this seems pretty independent. I want to share with you, though, I think this is really important. The 9 fastest growing wellness-based sectors, and this is natural health for the most part, which we're all in. And I think you'll be pretty blown away because a few of these, I had no idea. I just didn't know that they were part of this, natural health continuum. And I also didn't know that the revenue in these areas was so great. So let me break it down for you. We'll have a discussion about each one. Okay, so here is their preempt on the 9 different ones, and we'll take it from like least revenue to greatest revenue. But even the least revenue is $46 billion in that industry. And the greatest revenue is a little over $1 trillion, which is completely outrageous, these numbers. But let's go, but it's not like they're not true. They are. So here it is. The global wellness economy was valued at $4.9 trillion in 2019. Basically, that means the amount of money being spent in that area, okay? So in the wellness economy, 4.9 trillion is being spent. And then it fell to 4.5 trillion in 2020 due to the massive economic shock of the pandemic. Since then, the wellness economy has recovered quickly. In 2022, the global wellness economy reached $5.6 trillion, nearly 14% higher than its size in 2019. The world continues to recover from the pandemic, and the Global Wellness Institute, I just want to make sure this predicts that the wellness economy will return to its robust growth. We project 8.6% average annual growth, with the wellness economy reaching 8.5 trillion in 2027, which is, again, completely outrageous. Basically, almost doubling since 2019. The wellness economy represented 5.6 of global economic output in 2022. So 5.6 of global economy. So pretty impressive. Now, you probably want to know, what are these 9 different areas or sectors? And we'll go over that. Actually, it says 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. We're going to go over 11 today, 2 bonus ones. And what I want you to think about is not, well, I don't do that in my career. I don't do that in my business. I want you to think about where people are spending their money, where large companies are building out, and where the investment dollars are going. Because you may begin to implement some of these as add-ons into your practice, or at least be aware of these $5 trillion plus being spent. Okay. The first one, meaning the last one at 46 billion, the lowest amount spent, which I had no idea about. I know what this is, but I had no idea it was this large of a business. Thermal or mineral springs. Unbelievable. Like literally to me, unbelievable. But people all over the world travel to hot springs or mineral springs for their healing capacity. I've been to many myself. I've been to some in Florida. I've been in Portugal. I've been in the Azores. I'm trying to think where else. All over. I mean, literally. Some in Hawaii, and people go to Iceland all the time for the natural mineral springs. I'm trying to think of one more spot I was just at in Montana. And so this is something that's not a small business. So you might even be thinking to yourself, well, like, there's hot springs around me. You might do a retreat, right? You might do a local retreat or an outside retreat where you gather 8 to 10 people together and you go and you do a retreat wellness weekend where people are going and you take them to these mineral springs. You don't need to own the mineral spring. You just include a $50 ticket or whatever it costs to get in this with your retreat group. So you see what I'm saying? You can add this on to whatever you're looking for. And that's the amazing thing. But know that this is a huge interest of people. $46 billion being spent on thermal and mineral springs. Pretty amazing. All right, the next one, workplace wellness. We talk about this all the time inside IHP. Corporations are spending money on developing corporate wellness, workplace wellness. And the reason is that they know that back pain, stomach issues, all sorts of different reasons, there's a lot of sick days. And sick days crush productivity, which means it lowers revenue in the business. And so a business, if they can spend some money and get back more money, a business will do that all day long. So what many businesses are doing are hiring wellness coaches. They're hiring integrative health practitioners to be able to help them with their health, help them lose some unhealthy weight, get more energy back, better sleep. All that leads to greater productivity. So workplace wellness, $51 billion being spent. The next one on the list, as we're counting backwards, is spas. So think of a health spa, a wellness spa. You know these, of course. What do? You do massage, and you do sauna, and you do steams, and you do facials, and all sorts of different things, right? All right, spas, over $100 billion a year spent, $105 billion. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. So as an IHP or a health practitioner, what can you do? Well, you don't have to be a full-time employee of a spa. You can offer your services. Hey, did you know that you can add on for your spa memberships or your spa people a health coaching call or a food sensitivity test or an inflammation test or a hormones test or whatever services you may offer as a personal trainer? They might be connected to a hotel and you can offer in-home personal training. I did in-home personal training for a while when I was in my early 20s. And again, worked great for me, worked great for the clients. I was actually part of a hotel at that time. So the hotel was the Sheraton in Boston, right on Dalton Street. And so if I just let the hotel know, listen, I'm working in and around the area. If anybody ever wants to do a hotel room workout, just let me know. Or in the gym, here's my, back then, yeah, it was like a handheld cell phone. Just let me know. It wasn't even texting really back then. You have to call me. All right. So that is spas. All right. Next up on the list, mental wellness. So mental well-being, $181 billion. This is virtual-based therapy, virtual-based counseling, or courses around mental health, anything around mental health. Again, I want to bring it back to IHP. What do IHPs do? Well, they offer something like the vitamin tox test, our starter kit, right? For children with ASD, with autism, for adults and children with ADD, ADHD, for anybody, right? Literally anybody, low mood, anxiety, at least you're running the starter kit, or the vitamin tox test is called. Why? Look at heavy metals, look at gut dysfunction, look at vitamin levels, look at mineral levels. Makes a huge difference. I've given you the research on that before. So mental health, big part of adding that to your business. All right, next up is wellness real estate. I saw this and I couldn't wait to share it with you. We don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but Equalife is actually working with a real estate development agency. No, an agency is not the right word. A real estate development company that are literally building these apartment complexes with all health-based businesses built in. So these are wellness communities, and they're actually marketed as that. How amazing is that? I'd have loved to have grown up or in my early 20s. My wife and I moved there. They've got healthy food. They've got gym. They have massage. They've got things probably like stretch labs. They got all those things, right? It's amazing. And that is now $398 billion industry. It's unbelievable. So it's being built into buildings and gyms and wellness real estate. You're going to see it start to pop up. So whenever you see a new apartment complex going up, connect with them. Do you want to offer this to your residents? Do you want to offer that? It's great add-ons, only big benefits to them. Okay, next up is traditional and complementary medicine. This would be essentially what I offer as a doctor of naturopathy and integrative health practitioner is complementary medicine. Complementary, it's kind of a strange name, but nevertheless, call it whatever you want. It is helping people to find the underlying root cause to the health issues through at-home lab testing and then all natural, healthy lifestyle, including diet, exercise, stress reduction, toxin removal, rest and sleep protocols, emotional balance, scientifically backed supplement protocols, and a success mindset. Teach that in the rain barrel effect, teach that inside of IHP level 1, and then level 2, of course, is the at-home lab testing. So that is a $519 billion industry. That's $500 billion. Completely outrageous. I mean, I don't even know what that represents, but that's a big number. All right, next up, public health, prevention, and personalized medicine. All right, public health, prevention, not so much like that's more of the big business, conventional medicine, et cetera, et cetera. Not going to talk too much about that. Personalized medicine, though, is what IHP does. So that's beyond traditional health coaching. It's beyond traditional even workplace wellness. It is personalized. So you run these labs. These are your deficiencies. We're going to give you this. These are your toxicities. We're going to give you this. And it's not just supplements. It's the de-stress protocol: diet, exercise, stress reduction, toxin removal, rest, emotional balance, scientifically backed supplements, and success mindset. So it's all of those things personalized for an individual. This is the future, by the way. This is the future of health. That's what people are looking for. No doubt about it. Some people are just ahead of it on doing that. And again, it's not just me. I didn't make this up, right? My mentor, Dr. Pete, showed me this when I was 27, and I've just been trying to get better and better at it. That's it. That's $611 billion. Okay, then that's, again, represents the global industry. The next one, wellness tourism. I had no idea that this would be $651 billion. This means people leaving their home and taking a vacation based on wellness. So they're taking a vacation to go to a spa. They're taking a vacation to go to Bali or Sri Lanka or India or Iceland, wherever. Leaving your hometown to take a vacation to pay money to be a wellness tourist. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I've done it myself. My wife and I went to Tulum. I don't know if that's wellness tourism, but we literally went there because it's known as like a wellness-based space. And we did wellness things every day, literally. So besides good food and good sleep and beach and all those great things and sun, I did the old school like mud baths. I did the mineral springs. I did the sweat lodges. Phenomenal. So wellness tourism, $651 billion. Impressive. Again, what can you do? Take people on a retreat, right? Take them to a destination, lead a destination, or teach at one of those, right? Actually, like go and, if you want, move to Tulum, go to one of these places and actually teach there as a health coach, as an integrative health practitioner. All right. The next one, physical activity. This one is really broad. We'll put gyms in this. We'll put exercise. We'll put online workouts. We'll put all of these things in the almost $1 trillion industry. All right. Wellness tourism, $651 billion. Physical activity, $976 billion. Gyms, franchises, F45s, you name it. It's in that physical activity. That to me is that's a big number, right? That is a big number. So for everybody that are doing both virtual now and some people still doing in person, not as much as they were before, it's growing because people aren't stopping doing it. They're just kind of switching where they are doing their exercise. So love to see that. The next one, we're down to the last two. These are now over $1 trillion. healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss. Over $1 trillion. $1,079,000,000,000. Healthy eating, nutrition, weight loss. If you're not adding some healthy eating, some nutrition, and body transformation, aka weight loss, to your programs, or at least as a service offering, you're missing out on a $1 trillion industry. Now, do you need to do those things? No. But when 2/3 of Americans are overweight and probably 2/3 of Americans wanting to lose weight, well, you have a very large audience that you could work with, right? So like, if you want a easy way to get into the industry, it could be helping people lose weight the healthy way. Not the fad diet way, not the gimmicky way, but a real way. And that, I think that would be amazing for this industry. Okay, the last part, $1,089,000,000,000, personal care and beauty. Now, I was excited, a little surprised to see personal care and beauty at the very top. Now, not really surprised. People care about how they look. No matter what you hear on social media, I don't care about how I look, all these things, people do. It is somehow innately human. We still have an ego. It's still part of us. People want to look young. They want to look their best. That's it. Like, I can only look like me, and I only want to look like me. I can't look like anybody else. But I can try to be the best version of me, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't go out of my way to try to do things to look younger and all that, but I do some things, right? I still use red light. I still, not anymore. Like, I don't get a super dark tan on my face like I used to before, but I don't go crazy. Like, I'm also, like, I'm at the beach. I'm going to get sun. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. So it's like everybody's participating a little, and some people are participating a lot, to the tune of over $1 trillion. So we have a lot of IHPs that are also estheticians. We have a lot of IHPs that also then upgraded to high performance health. And they're helping people on their anti-aging, their longevity, and as a result, their overall beauty care basis. Now, some people work directly as an esthetician and with that IHP background then to do food sensitivity testing for acne or skin rashes, look at hormonal acne, hair loss based on low thyroid and other factors. So, these are things, what I'm sharing with you is just to get the brain going, like open your mind to possibility, because these 11 sectors represent over $5 trillion in global spend. And now with the virtual online practice, you can work with anyone, anywhere in the world. And that allows you so many opportunities. So don't think small, think big, get people results, be of great service to people, follow up, be human, and have fun. That's really what it's all about. This is an amazing industry. I hope you're enjoying it. And I would love to hear any feedback you have on the show, comments, anything you were surprised by, or anything else you would add to the list. So take care, everybody. I appreciate all of your support. And if you want all the details for these 11 sectors, you want to copy them maybe for yourself, head on over to ihp.coach/346 for all those details. All right, take care, everybody.